loves a party! Boris loves a party! La, 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 la.
Outside number 10, Boris Johnson is the butt of the joke. Inside, they're probably not laughing as they deal with the latest shocking instalment in the partygate saga that has today forced the Prime Minister to apologise to the Queen. That's because just hours before she sat alone at her husband's funeral at Downing Street, people partied into the night.
Many families went through similar experiences at the time, and all the while that number 10 was partying. And I've got to say that this is a culture that has been set by the Prime Minister, which has said that we break the rules that we've made and that we don't have to follow them.
According to the latest allegations, on the 16th of April, in breach of COVID rules, there was drinking, music and dancing in a basement room at Downing Street. And when the booze ran out, one person even took a suitcase to this nearby co-op and brought it all the way back down Whitehall to replenish supplies. And that's not all. James Slack, the Prime Minister's outgoing head of communications, held a leaving do on the same night in a different part of the building. He's now deputy editor of The Sun and released this statement today. I wish to apologise unreservedly for the anger and hurt caused. This event should not have happened at the time that it did. I am deeply sorry and take full responsibility.
When I heard about this, I was, of course, very, very concerned, and I understand that people across the country are angry about what has happened. Earlier this week, the Prime Minister did apologise for mistakes that have been made. We have the inquiry taking place by Sue Gray, and we are very clear that there were real mistakes made.
And this afternoon, another one, this time involving Kate Josephs, former head of the COVID taskforce, responsible for creating COVID rules. This afternoon admitted that when she left her role at the Cabinet Office on the 17th of December 2020, leaving drinks were held. She said she was truly sorry. Amid relentless revelations about the rule-breaking parties that are said to have taken place all over Downing Street, Boris Johnson has this week been forced to apologise to the House of Commons, to the country and now to the Queen as well. In response to the latest allegations, his spokesman has said that he wasn't at either of those parties on April the 16th last year, and that's because he wasn't here. He was at Chequers, his official country residence. As it stands, he's now lying low here at Downing Street and will be for the next few days, and that's because someone close to him is said to have tested positive for COVID. But he will soon have to face his own MPs, 5 of whom have now publicly called for his resignation. Andrew Bridgen is the latest.
I voted for Boris Johnson to be the leader of the Conservative Party and the Prime Minister, and I don't regret that. He's delivered Brexit, we've delivered the vaccine rollout, but now these latest revelations, they make his position as Prime Minister untenable.
Today's revelations have taken the total number of alleged parties up to 14 and increased the workload for Sue Gray, whose much-anticipated report is expected next week. But even that has come in for criticism, with the Welsh First Minister today suggesting that her role as a civil servant means she can't be wholly impartial.
I think Sue Gray has been put in a very challenging and pressurised position, and it would have been better if some other mechanism, more clear-cut, would have been put in place.
The Metropolitan Police have been under mounting pressure to launch their own investigation, but have said they will wait to see if Sue Gray finds evidence of criminality. And with some newspapers already reporting that she won't, there could be an end in sight to what has been a very dark period in Downing Street.
And Liz is here now. Liz.
Yes, so even amid all of these new allegations, the slightly odd thing is that it seems like the pressure has eased up a little bit today on Boris Johnson. The real danger moment for him was when it emerged that he himself had attended a party. At that point, a lot of MPs were waiting to see how he would respond, and of course he gave that apology in the House of Commons, and it seemed like that did actually buy him some time, because when I spoke to MPs today, a lot of them now saying that they are prepared now to wait for Sue Gray's report, and beyond that to the local elections, when of course we'll find out really for the first time what voters think about what's been going on. The question is he over the worst of it? Well, probably not, because he will still have to deal with the findings of this report. There is a feeling in Westminster that when that report is released, he will then have to fire some of his senior staff, possibly. That could be quite messy, maybe some recriminations. There's also a lot of tension still in number 10 about the idea that there may be more to come out, more parties, more pictures, more text messages. And at that point, if that does happen, can he really just keep batting all of this away? Alongside all of this, there's a lot of discussion about who might replace him. So pressure easing up, but he's still in a very precarious position tonight.
Liz Bates, thank you very much indeed.